Hello guys, I'm Unblessed Data and welcome to another review. This time we have the mid-season return of The Walking Dead Season 4. Now, considering that this is a mid-season return, you're going to expect a lot out of this episode. It's going to be hyped up. We've been waiting for a while. Now, usually what they would do is put a really action-oriented episode with the return just to get people back and interested into the show. Most people like the action over, the storytelling, the character development. Again, I like both. I mean, I can't choose which one I like more. But that's what they usually do. In this case, The Walking Dead didn't do that. They actually chose a character-oriented, story-based, slow episode for the return. Was that smart on their part? I don't think so, because most of the people do not want that. And they even centered this episode around Carl, which is not a fan favorite. Most people hate Carl. So for this to be the return, the majority of the audience watching this is not going to like it. That being said, I'll give you my perspective on this episode, but before I do, just want to let you guys know, it will contain spoilers. If you do not want to know what happened, watch the episode and come back. So let's get right into this review. So this episode mainly focused on Carl and Rick's relationship. It also focused on a bit on Michonne and her backstory and how she's dealing with herself right now. But I'll just get into really what I thought overall in the episode. I like what they did, and this was in the comics also, so it's coming right from the comics, but it's just showing how Carl is kind of like, I don't need Rick anymore, I can survive by myself, I don't need him, and then at the end realizing, wait, I really do need him, he's my dad, I love him, I'm just a stupid teenager. That being said, I do like it. I like that story, that little story there, but it wasn't executed very well in this episode. The acting was kind of bad, in my opinion, especially on Carl's part. It just seemed really fake. And, I don't mean to, bring, that Carl down. I mean, he's a kid actor. They're usually not that good, but I don't know, I just couldn't, it wasn't believable to me. I found myself laughing in serious parts, just because it did not seem serious at all. I don't know if that's just my opinion, but really, that's really what I could only think about throughout the whole episode. Now, one thing I did really like in this episode was Carl and Rick go to a house. They stop in a house after the prison, they're escaping the prison, so they stop in a house and they kind of live there. For this episode, and Carl goes upstairs and there's a room for a kid. It's this Sam kid used to live in it, whatever. Kind of haunting that we see this Sam, what happened to Sam, you don't know. But he goes into this kid's room and there's a TV, video games, Xbox, whatever. And it seems normal, oh look, this is a normal thing, and Carl's oh, I can finally escape, this is all normal, we can finally live a normal life. And he snaps back no, we can't, it's impossible. And I like that, because it kind of shows the contrast between it. I thought that was really smart, but again, the acting I just didn't really like in this episode, not that much at all. Other than that, Michonne was also in this episode, kind of focused her on by herself. And it didn't show anyone else, which is kind of weird. I don't know. Again, you'd think they show the fan favorites with the return just because it gets people excited, but they didn't. Again, it doesn't really matter to me, but I was just expecting that. So with Michonne, we see a little bit more of her backstory with her pets. It showed them alive, it showed her relationship between them. I thought it was pretty good. It showed us some insight into Michonne herself, which is always nice. I think really we needed more information on Michonne. When she first came into this show, it was she was just a brick wall, no emotion at all. And we're finally seeing her character development, which is good. Other than that, she got new pets and she was bringing them along. She went into this little horde of zombies and took them all out, even killed her new pets. Something I don't understand, correct me if I'm wrong here, but why wouldn't Michonne's pets still try to bite her? I know their mouths are gone, their teeth are gone and everything, but wouldn't they still try to gnaw on her? I mean, they don't know their mouth is missing. They're zombies, walkers, sorry. So why wouldn't they still be attacking her? I don't understand that. That's just something I never understood, but whatever. It was kind of cool, so Michonne was just killing a million zombies this episode. I thought that was pretty cool, just seeing that. Really casually killing them too, which is, come on, it's Michonne, she's cool. But other than that, this episode wasn't that much. Again, it just showed the relationship between Rick and Carl mostly. Oh, one more thing before I forget. Rick was out cold for half of the episode, and that made Carl just do whatever he wanted, just running around, getting in danger and everything. and like he ran away, and he's luring these zombies away, Carl, and he shoots them, which is stupid. They fall onto him, and it's like just a pile up of zombies on him. I feel that's like the cliche, like Walking Dead moment. It's like they kill zombies and they just fall on top of them and they're pinned down. It like happens so often now. It's ridiculous. That just bugs me. But other than that, yeah, Rick was out cold. And then this moment, Carl like, wake up, wake up. I thought that was pretty cool, saying like, I need my dad, kind of like. It showed kind of the relationship. It was okay, but again, the acting wasn't that good. Other than that, there's this really stupid part of this episode, like just really, really stupid. Rick kind of like wakes up. He's in a, he was out cold, so he wakes up. He slowly wakes up, and he's like, "Oh, Carl!" Like doesn't even say Carl, just moaning. It seems like he's a walker, so Carl's about to shoot him, and he's like, "Oh, I can't do it." And then in the next scene, immediately, Rick's just back to normal. I thought that was really stupid. It did not translate well at all. I mean, you're in a zombie-infested apocalypse. I think you should try not to act like a zombie. That would just be my opinion. I mean, come on. Isn't that common sense? Sure, he's out cold. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's waking up. He can't control. Whatever. Just, come on. It was just stupid. It really just not translate well at all to the big screen. Not the big screen, the small screen. And that did happen in the comics, but it seemed much smoother and better in the comics, just in my opinion. I don't know. This episode was kind of iffy. Again, I would have liked it a lot more if the acting was stronger. I think that's just my opinion in general, but the more I look at the show, the more I kind of don't really like it, because it's just not going anywhere. And I think that's the big thing with this show. It's like The Talking Dead like overhypes this show so much. It's like, this show is so good, we need a talk show right after it. It's kind of just like brainwashing people into thinking the show's better, in my opinion, but I don't know. I'm kind of getting tired of The Walking Dead show at this point. Unless they do something and the production value just goes up all of a sudden, just dramatically for some reason. They need to get a new director or something. I don't know, I'm getting bored. I don't know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, but this has been another review, and I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. See you guys.